Hey everyone, welcome. It is the first Sunday of Advent, the beginning of a new liturgical year, and we have this week's Sunday Gospel reflection. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to Luke. Jesus said to his disciples, "There will be signs in the sun, the moon, and the stars, and on earth nations will be in dismay, perplexed by the roaring of the sea and the waves. People will die of fright in anticipation of what is coming upon the world, for the powers of the heavens will be shaken. And then they will see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. But when these signs begin to happen, stand erect and raise your heads, because your redemption is at hand. Beware that your hearts do not become drowsy from carousing and drunkenness and the anxieties of daily life, and that day catch you by surprise like a trap. For that day will assault everyone who lives on the face of the earth. Be vigilant at all times, and pray that you have the strength to escape the tribulations that are imminent and to stand before the Son of Man." The Gospel of the Lord. Here we are at the beginning of a new liturgical year, and the theme carries over. So it's really the beginning and the end of the cycle are kind of the same, and the themes in the scriptures of the end of the world, the second coming, the judgment, and so on. And certainly the theme of being vigilant and prepared for the day of the Lord. So as we enter into this time, we consider what Advent means and what makes it a penitential season, differentiated from Lent, and it certainly is. So in Advent, we take the opportunity to clear out the clutter, to clear out the garbage that stands between us and the Lord. And we'll certainly see that theme come back when we hear from John the Baptist next week. But it's a time for us to awaken from slumber, from complacency, and from being sort of set in our comfortable ways, to reawaken to the Word, to the work of God in our lives, to be strengthened, to be prepared to meet Him. And so we hear St. Luke's Gospel, we hear the Lord say, "Beware that your hearts not become drowsy from carousing and drunkenness and the anxieties of daily life." Certainly the anxieties of daily life can dull our zeal, can prevent us from following the Lord with the same fervor that we would normally like to, and that He calls us to. So this is a time set aside. It's a brief season, just a couple of weeks. We get almost the full 4 weeks this year to try to resharpen our focus by clearing away what stands in the way of following Him more closely. Advent is a season of hope. It is a season of anticipation because, as the Lord points out here, when these signs begin to happen, stand erect and raise your heads, because your redemption is at hand. We are looking forward to something great that is, in fact, the fulfillment of our hope, the fulfillment of our deepest desire. And so we can undertake joyfully the time of penance. And that is something that perhaps might seem counterintuitive, but it's because we're looking forward to the greatest thing, and that's what motivates us to want to take the steps now so that we can be ready. So may this be a fruitful Advent season for us. May it be a time of grace and of growth and of strengthening, so that we can come to the celebration of Christmas, certainly with the greatest joy, but also to be well prepared to meet the Lord when He comes in glory.